CityLine X is here. WehoTV News is next. Welcome to WehoTV News. I'm Larry Carroll. You probably already know about CityLine, West Hollywood's minibus service that gets you around town for free. Well, you can now take the free shuttle all the way to the heart of Hollywood with a new expanded service called CityLine X that connects the city of West Hollywood to the Hollywood and Highland Metro Red Line station.
As we all know, West Hollywood strives to be a leader in providing transportation options in innovative ways to give people more opportunities to move around without cars. And as a car-free mayor, I can tell you it works. CityLine X provides a direct link between West Hollywood and Metro Red Line service at Hollywood and Highland. The City of West Hollywood has long supported increasing its transit options. West Hollywood residents voted overwhelmingly for the Metro half-cent ballot measure, 83.6%, the highest percentage in all 88 cities in Los Angeles County. And we know why, because we need it.
We want to get our residents to where they need to go, and that's Hollywood and Highland. The city is rail ready. The city supports Metro's countywide sales tax measure, just as we did in 2008 with Measure R and 2010 with Measure J. West Hollywood supports investment in the regional rail network. The Crenshaw Line, northern extension to West Hollywood project, meets Metro's goals of mobility, regional connectivity, and equitable access to transit.
CityLine X will run 7 trips in the morning and 5 trips in the evening during commuting hours, Monday through Friday. That's from 7 to 9 a.m. and then 5:30 to 7 p.m. with service every 15 to 20 minutes. Eastbound shuttles will depart from the West Hollywood Library and will follow a route along Santa Monica Boulevard to Hollywood and Highland. The city of West Hollywood has long supported increasing its transit options. The West Hollywood City Council recently approved a plan to conduct outreach to build regional partnerships in support of a Metro Rail project that will extend the Metro Crenshaw LAX line to West Hollywood and connect to the Metro Red Line, providing critical north-south connections and enhance the existing Metro regional rail network. For more information about CityLine and the new CityLine X services, including schedules and maps, you can visit weho.org/cityline or contact West Hollywood Transportation Program Administrator Perry Sloan Goodman. Perry's number 323-848-6370. At a recent City Council meeting, the City of West Hollywood presented a proclamation to various organizations and community members in recognition of the anniversary of Roe v. Wade.
Roe v. Wade was passed on January 22nd, 1973. This ruling made abortion services safer and more accessible to women throughout the country. Although federal law supports a woman's right to choose, women today are still under fire when it comes to their reproductive rights. The Supreme Court will hear its first case on abortion since 2007 this year, entitled Whole Women's Health v. Cole, which will explore the question, is abortion a constitutional right that surmounts state policies that may impede a woman's choice, or is it a limited right that is subject to restriction? This year, we were proud to welcome Planned Parenthood to West Hollywood, and we continue to stand with Planned Parenthood in all of their efforts. The City of West Hollywood advocates for a woman's reproductive right as legislative priority. We annually commemorate this anniversary because the right to a safe and legal abortion is still under threat. We will continue to support Roe v. Wade, and we were named the first pro-choice city in America.
True reproductive freedom means that we get the opportunity to live those lives that all of us were meant to lead. We know, as the mayor just stated, that the rights in Roe are under threat right now. Since Roe v. Wade, there have been 1,000 restrictions on abortion passed. And I think we've all sensed that there's been a change recently, and it's true that nearly a third of those happened just since the 2010 election. So we've seen a major uptake in those threats. And we have the rights on paper, but without access, those rights truly aren't meaningful. And so this is why this year in particular is so important. We have that Supreme Court case that is going to define reproductive freedom and abortion access for generations. We have an election that's going to determine whether our government continues to obsess over defunding Planned Parenthood or looks at things like undoing the Hyde Amendment, which keeps low-income women from getting the funding for abortion that they need and disproportionately impacts women of color and immigrants. We have an election that's going to decide who sits on the Supreme Court and makes these decisions from here on out. So we all know that reproductive freedom shouldn't depend on your income and it shouldn't depend on your zip code. And that's why we're here tonight, is to celebrate but also to get ready for the fight that we have ahead of us.
The City of West Hollywood also presented a proclamation to retiring Detective Sergeant Chris Bowen for his years of service to the community.
Detective Sgt Bowman is retiring from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department after working for almost 32 years from May 24, 1984 through January 28, 2016. Sergeant Bowman worked at custody and patrol assignments throughout his career, including assignments at Hall of Justice Jail, Lenox Station, Men's Central Jail, and West Hollywood Station. He has been at the West Hollywood Station since 2005 and Detective Bureau Sergeant for the station since 2012. And while to many it's just a number, to me, 223241 will be a very special number. Thank you very much for your service to our community and for keeping us safe.
I want to thank the council for recognizing me. Some of you have been around for a while, some of you are new, and thank you very much. Mr. Arvalo, thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
And a very special certificate was presented to Buzz Walls, who organized a project with his classmates to raise money for the homeless.
He had emailed me reaching out, very concerned about members of our community who were homeless, and wanted to work on a project with his classmates. And so he decided, we talked about a lot of different strategies that he thought of how we could be working on homelessness in our community. And I asked him how the city was going to pay for it. And he said that he might have money from his house he wanted to share. And I said I didn't think he needed to pay for the city's efforts to do that, but he was willing to do so. But instead, he emailed me over the weekend to let me know that he worked with his classmates and they did a bake sale to raise money to help with homelessness in our community. So he's here to present that tonight and to share with us a little bit about why he wanted to work on this issue. And I have a certificate for him for his great work and being involved in our community.
The City of West Hollywood hosted the annual Community Conversations on Housing recently to engage with residents, renters, property owners, and others about the city's housing policies and programs. Now, these community conversations provide an opportunity for community members to meet with city housing officials and share ideas. The city staff was on hand to talk about future and current programs along with goals for addressing housing needs in the city. To find out more on the City of West Hollywood's housing programs, you can visit weho.org/housing or contact West Hollywood Rent Stabilization and Housing Manager Peter Noonan. Peter can be reached at 323-848-6596. The City of West Hollywood has been added now to a statewide incentive program developed by the California Residential Mitigation Program to help homeowners to defray the cost of seismic retrofits on their houses. West Hollywood homeowners are eligible for an incentive payment of up to $3,000 to help pay costs associated with retrofitting houses. Now, the retrofitting is done by bolting a house to its foundation to improve the connection between the wood framing and the concrete foundation, and by adding plywood bracing around the perimeter of the crawl space to keep the house from toppling off its foundation. Now, this strengthens older homes, making them more resistant to incurring damage during an earthquake. Registration will only be open for 1 month. Now, after that, qualifying homeowners will be selected through a random drawing. Now, for information about the California Residential Mitigation Program and to register for the program, please visit earthquakebracebolt.com or call 877-232-4300. City of West Hollywood celebrates the literary community with WeHo Reads, a year-round series featuring new and noteworthy authors. The most recent event featured renowned author, journalist, and writing teacher Samantha Dunn in conversation with David L. Ulan, 2015 Guggenheim Fellow, author, and former book editor of the Los Angeles Times.
I love that idea of failing in public because I think that if you're going to be an artist, that failing in public is essential. And just as a sort of semi-related sidetrack, you know, when one of the great things about the reader was that I failed in public all the time.
The WeHo Reads author series is sponsored by the City of West Hollywood through its WeHo Reads program and Friends of the West Hollywood Library. For more information about the WeHo Reads program, you can visit weho.org/WeHo Reads or contact the Friends of the West Hollywood Library at 323-929-2359. City of West Hollywood, through its Arts and Cultural Affairs Commission, invites you to enjoy the 2016 Winter Sounds Indoor Concert Series. Now, the free concert series will take place through March and features jazz, world, folk, and other musics. The upcoming Winter Sounds concert features Brainchildren of Xenog in a freewheeling concert which combines folk tunes, pop ideas, blues riffs, and jazz harmonies. These folks are a lot of fun. The 2016 Winter Sounds Indoor Concert Series featuring Brainchildren of Xenog is on Saturday, February 6th at 4 p.m. in the West Hollywood Council Chambers. Now, if you can't make it in person, you can watch it live right here on WehoTV. For more information about 2016 Winter Sounds or other West Hollywood arts and cultural programs, you can visit weho.org/arts or contact West Hollywood Cultural Affairs Coordinator Michael Che. Mike's number 323-848-6377. Well, that's it for this edition of WehoTV News. For more information about the stories you've seen here, you can always go to our award-winning website, weho.org. And for the latest about what's happening on WehoTV, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Larry Carroll. Thanks for watching.